Hello, everybody. I did a shorter intro tonight, didn't I? How's everybody doing? Um, Hello, Lola, Corinne, Danielle, lovely Donna, Whispering Winds. How's everybody doing? Oh, it is hot, so I'm off camera tonight. I'm sitting in the dark in my room. Hey, Barb, how are you? Nice to see you again, my dear. I'm sitting in the dark. Oh, Kitty, there you are, way up there. Thank you for doing the YouTube things. And please thank our lovely mods. I'm going to try to do a couple of earlier sessions, and I think I'm going to do that Monday for Krista and anyone else on the other side of the world. Hello, Krista. Welcome in at work. Speak of the devil. Um, Anyways, I'm going to try to do something a little earlier next week. We'll see how that goes. I'm thinking Monday. I'm going to be leaving for the cottage, as it turns out, tomorrow. So I'm going to do in the morning before I go, I'm going to do some tarot readings. I decided not to do tarot tonight. So if you're coming for tarot, I apologize. My apologies. I'm tired. I spent another day at the outside with my 11-month-old granddaughter Rory and my daughter and Levi, my 4-year-old grandson in the sun. Not complaining. It was wonderful, but I'm just sun-baked and exhausted in here. I'm sitting in the dark. So that's why I'm off camera. So I thought I want to go back to Sebastian over the vision that I've had, the two visions about this ransom note letter and why I believe it's real, my vision. And I want to talk about another vision I had of Sebastian in a ship. Um, so that and well, not sun baked, like sunburnt, just like tired baked. I didn't get sunburned. We actually, because of the baby, we sat under the tree, but just like the heat, it's humid. So I don't have central AC in my apartment, so it's cooler than it would be without the window AC. But I think it's still dirty in here today. So yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about that, and then but I also want to go through some other video that Donna and I found simultaneously today, kind of funny on YouTube, on Jack and Lilly. So no tarot today, but I do want to again it's actually probably a good thing with Sebastian because I have not covered him in quite some time. For those of you that know, it was a challenge for me, so I want to slowly get back into it. But these clips that I want to show tonight are also relevant because, well, I'll tell you why they're relevant. It makes me curious and upset at the same time. And then what I'll do is because I'm not going to go live tomorrow, I'm going to do pre-recorded tarot readings. And because I was not sleeping well last night as well, we'll get more accurate readings because I don't have to get up tomorrow morning early. I can sleep in. I'm becoming a night owl. Anybody else turning into a nighter, like more of a night owl? Levi is my dad's middle name. Aw, I love it. He's it was so cute this morning. I was supposed to take my other grandson, Clark, the 2-year-old, but Levi was like, no, I want to go to Nanny's. And Clark's like, okay, I'll go stay with Daddy. They're just, it's, they're both amazing, but together, they're so close. They cry, bye, have a good day when they're leaving each other, but they also fight like true brothers, and it's exhausting. Um, so it's always good to give one-on-one time. So we usually rotate them that way. So yeah, I find you too, Kitty. I was always a morning person, always a morning person, and I don't know, I'm becoming more of a night person. But anyway, um, so yeah, so let's talk about what I found today, an interesting, very, very interesting interview of a gentleman in Jack and Lily's case, Malaya's stepdad, her mother's, Malaya's mother's boyfriend of, it sounds like several years. Um, Very, very interesting. That one just went out earlier today, just this afternoon. So we're going to listen to that. I sent it to the RCMP because I think it was important that they might see it because this is a very small channel and I don't know that they would have seen it, although Donna, you did too. And it turns out the RCMP, the gentleman that I've been working with there, is on holidays till August 4th. So I hope they see it. I hope I don't know. We'll see what's happened. But all that to say, I'm going to do tarot readings. And next Monday, I want to start pinpointing Jack and Lily location. Um, yeah, I want to start working on Jack and Lily location. So, all that said, thank you for doing that, Margie. Appreciate you. Nice to see you again, sweetie. You agree with what, sweetie? You guys got to be specific. Like between my ADHD, focusing on the chat, getting distracted because and going back to talking again, getting caught up in the chat. I never know what you're referencing unless you're specific. Donna, are you talking to me, honey? Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. So like Leanne would move on. But this video, and I actually wanted to find another one, which I think is a hoax, but I don't want to play it because I think it's a hoax. Claiming that Durwood was going to be arrested. Did anybody else see that one? I'm like, you're the only one claiming it. You're not saying where it came from or anything. So hang on, I got the wrong video. Why is that happening? There we go. Yeah, so let's listen to this first. This is 38 minutes long. It's very interesting. I'm not gonna, the first bit is his intro and it's interesting. I don't know. I guess is the word. There's a new channel called Tint, 357 subscribers. So go give the guy some help. It turns out, and go subscribe, please. It turns out he was one of the searchers, at least according to himself. He was one of the searchers for Jack and Lily, and he, I guess, finds out that Malaya's mother is selling a trailer for her horses, and sees her ad in the Kijiji and decides to buy the trailer, and then goes and gets Malaya's stepdad, her mother's boyfriend, to open up and talk about Jack and Lily. And he doesn't tell him that he already knows that Jack and Lily are the grandkids, and he doesn't tell him he's recording it. So, well, give him a thumbs up. I don't condone, I don't support that kind of journalism. I would not do that myself, just saying. So don't judge me for that. He addresses it at the very end of the video. That's his moral compass. It's not mine. And mother's, he didn't know. He didn't know, Corinne Danielle. The guy never told him. This guy, Tint, has not told him that he recorded it to this moment, as far as I'm aware of. So let's listen. So I sent it to the RCMP, not only because the guy shouldn't be taping people in Canada. I think it's illegal to not tell people. And two, yeah, I know, but the mother's boyfriend didn't know he was being taped. In Nova Scotia, it is legal. Wow, interesting. It's not in Ontario unless you tell someone. Huh, interesting. Okay, so it's not a Canadian law. Because I had a lawyer screw me out of $421,000 of commission. Yes, you heard that right. And I taped him and told him he just about lost. Well, he did. He lost his effing shirt. I said, I'm taping this conversation. No, you fucking can't. I said, I fucking can. And I am, because I told you I am. I'm allowed to. So have at it. Because anyways, it was a lot of money to be screwed out of commission from a lawyer. $421,000 commission. So yeah. And then to have my dad screwed by a lawyer, it's just been, yeah. Anyways, it is legal, Lola? Wow, I didn't think it was. Hey, Chris, nice to see you in. Hey, Julie, nice to see you, sweetie. Say hi to the mods here, everybody. I did not know. I gotta Google. I was always told you have to legally notify somebody. So, and my dad told me that, and he's a lawyer, so I don't know if that's extra cautionary from a legal perspective. Can you record a conversation without consent in Ontario? Apparently, it's been Googled a lot. You can legally record a conversation if you are the one of the participants in that conversation, even without the person's consent. Wow. This is known as the one-party consent rule. However, recording a conversation where you are not a participant without consent of at least one party involved is illegal. If you're part of the conversation, the rule is based on the Criminal Code of Canada. Well, you're right. You cannot record it without the consent if you're not involved in the conversation. So that's what it is. You cannot record it without the consent of at least one participant. So if you're in the conversation, you can record it. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you, Lola. You're awesome. So, okay. So listen, let's listen to this. I wouldn't do it. He gets a lot of great information, though. And there's a couple of things I wish he had not talked and he would have just let the guy talk because this guy was spilling the beans and he cuts him off with too much conversation. And there was one part, I'll tell you where I was really curious to hear what he was about to say. It sounds like Daniel, well, made meth and might have sold meth. So let's keep going because the more I hear from family, the more what I told the RCMP sounds like I'm missing something, but I'm not way off. Not way off. Yes, thank you. Okay, you have to listen. It's hard to hear. It's hard to understand. The gentleman doing the taping the conversation has a speech impediment. I'm not so sure he isn't deaf because it looks like the woman in the camera might be helping him with location signs, but I'm not 100%, and I don't want to say that for sure, but he does. So you have to listen carefully, and it's also not, the guy's not aware he's being taped, so it's not taped at a loud volume either. Whoops. Jeez, Leanne. Just about ended the stream instead of pressing the. So let's, I'm going to skip through his intro. Excuse me.
I was deep in the woods since day 3.
Okay. And he was one of the
Hello
searchers.
everyone, hope you all doing well. I am one of the searcher who was looking for clues of the whereabouts of Jack and Lily since the beginning. I was deep in the woods since day 3. Then later I got a drone and looking high up from the sky. Checked and asked everyone who has any info. Why people ask me, I always told them because if their biological parents don't even care about them, then someone has to. I am just one of those people with time and opportunity to dig little deeper. Anyways, it has been 2.5 months. There's still pretty much zero news about where are those children. No real updates from RCMP neither. Seems like we all going to a dead end and this case may just going cold. But no, I won't let that happen. We all already heard from Darewood O'Grady for a while that he said Malhia and her family brought those kids to the Sipnicattic reservation. Somehow I just felt like he may be on the right path. So I decided to find Malhia or her family because I think she has the answer. And one day my friend sent me a link to a Kijiji ad from Malhia's mother, Cindy Murray, that she was selling her horse trailer. I knew that was a breakthrough for information, so I took that chance. What I did was I contacted her and arranged a meeting to buy the horse trailer. When I was there, I was greeted by her boyfriend first, then she also came out and took me to see the horses and the trailer. We came to an agreement that for me to buy it for $3,500, and I gave a $30 deposit to Cindy to hold for me for one day. And later I also bought a new shirt from her BF. He asked for $10, but I said I am gonna get the trailer tomorrow anyways, so can I just have it for free? And he was nice enough to say yes. After that, Cindy went back inside. The boyfriend is going to get rid of the hornet nest on the trailer. I went with him and offering him a hand. And we talked along the way, and I found a good timing to switch topic to Jack and Lily, and then here we go. He told me a lot of things we didn't know yet. Let's listen.
Yeah, you can take
So that's somebody else that's doing the narration. Welcome in, Blaine. Welcome in. I was thinking about you just as I started the live because I didn't get those possible locations. Yeah, listen to this stuff. You guys are going to find this conversation very interesting, very, very interesting because yeah, I think it's just more and more plausible now that they took those ATVs, and that's what I thought at the beginning, and took these kids, walked them for a distance, and then put them in an ATV. But listen in, it's fascinating. I find this conversation to be fascinating.
It'll take you. I had to go there this morning at my car. So you can go that way, way down that way. Like a new block. Like go all the way down. You'll come into Wallace. Yeah. You go that way. It's a 6 highway. 6 highway. Number 6 takes you right New Glasgow. New Glasgow. Or you go this way, it'll take you to Oxford and Amherst, Spring Hill. Yeah, it's funny. The last time I heard about New Glasgow is about like the 2 children was missing. Yeah. Yeah, it's happening in New Glasgow. Those are her grandkids. Are you kidding me? No. For real? I'm serious. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's all good. We still never heard nothing yet. But those are Jack and Lily. And my granddaughter. Jack and Lily. Yeah, that's her name. My granddaughter. It's so sad. Man. You might see some videos. Somebody stole my videos and put them on the thing. Yeah. That's Chanel and Kiana, my daughter. That lives in Highfield. And she plays with Jack and Lily all the time. And she keeps asking about them. I said, you'll get to see them again sometime. I said, I don't know where they're at. I just said they're on vacation. Yeah. These 4. I saw them the whole time, man. It's everywhere. On the Facebook, on the lying, the lies all on it. But I don't know how they got these videos. They put them on the thing. Yeah. And they asked, do you know, like, they said, do you have the kids? But the videos that they show, the video, the picking apples and that was that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2023. Oh my god. August. Now you see how small? Yeah. He showed the other one with the dog, and you see how big the dog was. Oh, yeah. You didn't see the dog. This big now, but in the thing is December 2024, just before Christmas, when they're sitting on the sofa. He wouldn't take no. How about the police? Update any news about the 2 guests? You never even heard nothing. Never heard anything. They don't say too much. It's only that boy that keeps it. Still say the boy. The Daniel Martel. He's on meth. He's on meth. He sells meth. And he makes it.
He sells meth. He's on meth. He sells meth, and he makes it. Man, I told the RCMP that May 8th, man, that Janie, in my opinion, and Daniel are in the rug business. Keep listening, folks. Keep listening.
But the videos that they show. The video, the picking apples. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2023. Oh my god. August. Yeah. So the other one. So, I didn't see the dog. This thing now, thing is December 2023. How about a police? Update any news about the guests? Never heard nothing. Never heard anything. It's only that boy that keeps it. I still say the boy. The Daniel Martel. He's on meth.
Listen to this.
He sells meth. And he makes it. And you don't like the kids. He beats the kids. He beats their dog. Daughter.
He beats the kids, and he beats Malaya. Y'all, I was the first person to come out and say that, and people, I think, thought I was in. Yeah, he's talking about Daniel. Yeah. Did you too? Thank you, Barb. I sent it to the officer that I've been working with in the crime unit, not the main, anyway, in the crime unit that I've been coordinating with and talking to, rather, I guess is a better word. And he is away on holidays, so thank you for that. I'm glad. Thank you, because this is, yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. But Blaine, Monday, what I want to do is I want to tap in, but here's what I have to do. Okay, I gotta come in. I not to be rude, but I'll let the mods take over the chat. And if you send me some possible locations that you wanted me to, we can tap in, but I'll be meditating before I go in. So, I'm gonna tap into the energy. I'll tap in before too, because if I get into the chat and I talk to everybody and then do the tarot, it's not as effective. Um, but I want to do that Monday. I want to start going through locations because something had to have happened at that garage, whether it was Jack and Lily, the picture that Kaika sent me. We all went through it here, and everybody felt sick and dizzy, and I felt like I was drugged. I was high. Yeah, yeah. So I think let's do that Monday, because I really want to start working on location. I also, I know, I know. Oh, welcome, happy birthday. Do you want me to sing? Maybe you don't want me to sing. Happy birthday to you. Especially with my voice like this. This is the remnants of the flu cold I had. Yeah, I've got to get with it and get it. I see you joined our membership too. Welcome to our membership, Little Miss Muffin. And so also thank you for that reminder because, oh, my daughter just texted me. I may lose power, which where I live now, we lose power all the time because severe thunderstorm on the way. So hopefully that's not the case. But anyway, because I really want to go have a cold shower. Anyway, y'all, um, what was I saying? Now I'm distracted. Happy birthday. I want to get a little clip for birthdays. Oh, Little Miss Muffin, I noticed you joined the members. And so Monday, I'm going to do members live Monday because I won't be here tomorrow long enough now. I have to get groceries packed and do some recorded videos for the weekend. So I'm going to do members live on Monday with our 30-day psychic blueprint. And it'll be the intro video. And then we're going to start meditate. Like we're going to go through with that meditation, actual energy, like exercises, meditative exercises where you connect with your guides, journal, and give you some things to do live, and then some homework to go and work on stuff. So it's going to be cool, and it's only $1.99 a month, $1.99, so US. So it's all going to be exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. So that would do that Monday. So welcome to our membership and happy birthday. And then Monday as well, Blaine, I want to get some location. Hey, Ran, nice to see you. No worries, no worries. I've been just updating everybody. So go and watch the rewind. It's really just updating. I may lose power. I just learned. So if I do, my apologies. But I'm going to do videos just talking about the membership on Monday. I don't know what time yet. Hopefully, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock p.m. And I want to do an earlier live. I don't know, Blaine, if to tell me if just put what time Monday would, because Krista works. I was thinking of doing earlier Monday for a live. I know a lot of channels, crime channels, do Monday, like do earlier in the day. For some reason, YouTube's always telling me to go later. So, um, would how would like 1, 2, 3, work noon, like on Monday? Just let me know. 10 a.m. Okay. Would 10 a.m. work? If you're in the chat and you want to be here, I want to get really meditative and go right into location for Jack and Lily. Chris is the only one chatting, so or 10 p.m. I can't make it up. I'm a night owl, but definitely not functional at 10. Like, no. Sorry, honey. It's gonna have to be 10 a.m. Doesn't matter to me. Yes, you'll be there. Okay. Okay. So let's do that. Happy birthday, Muffin. Yes, stay safe and try. Yeah. So, anyways, is that the only time? And if I don't show up, I'm just gonna, if I don't show up, forgive me in advance. I'm going to a cabin without power. From what I understand, we're just going for the weekend. But Bridget and I, when we've gone up there before, have been known to stay an extra day or two. So if I don't show for the live Monday, I won't post a thumbnail until I'm back at the house here, because I actually am bringing my laptop, but I won't have internet. I'm going to write and work on my tarot deck and read on my Kindle, which I don't need internet for. So if you don't see a thumbnail, I'm apologizing in advance. I'm just, if she says stay up, we're staying up. I also grew up spending weekends 10 minutes away. I think I told you all, so it's so cool how my daughter married. Bridget is my son-in-law's mother, and I dragon boat raced with her years before my daughter and her son actually met or even started dating. And I was best friends with my son-in-law's aunt, still friends with her since 2002. And at that time, we found out that we spent our weekends 10 minutes away in cottage country, an hour north of where I am now. My grandparents owned a hotel called Lac Pima Quebec Hotel with the lake, and my granddad was responsible for all the skidooing trails in the winter and ice fishing. I used to serve from behind the bar, literally, like, I don't know. Do y'all remember like the pint size beers? I'm sitting in the dark. I don't know if you can see me, but y'all remember like the pint size beers? Like, I know, Ren, like the big ass ones. And I was like 6 years old, 7 years old. I could barely reach the counter, and they had regulars in the hotel. And so I'd go to the bar fridge, open the beer, and like Galoo was there and all the guys, and I'd just like feed them beer, walking up and down the aisle. And my grandmother used to make pickled eggs, and my grandmother turned that thing into, like, it was a dive into, it was haunted. There was ghosts. We lived in the attic, the family. But at Christmas, we closed it down and had like all the pinballs in the whole bar to ourselves. It was a little wild. And it became like the community center. A lot of people on welfare, disabilities, a lot of poverty. And it became like the community center for women. My grandmother was really prepping women up, and she had women's night and euchre night. And she sold it, they sold it for a profit in 15 years, retired at 55 and traveled the world, bought a fifth wheel, built a house, bought a lot. And then I ended up living around the corner from them and sold the lot next door, put a basement apartment in it because my grandfather was a builder, basement apartment in it, and then retired at 55 and traveled the world. Like, it was insane. And my grandmother was the business lady of the world. She had, in the museum here in Ottawa, she had her sculptures. I was the first one in the family. I should go show it to you, of a uh, native person, Eskimos. She was actually in the Museum of Civilization for her work. It's outstanding. And she wrote a book when she was 80. She was my mom's mom. She was like, not my mom. My mom was not her. Um, she was cold though, but she was brilliant, just brilliant, very inspirational lady. So, anyways, so I'd spend the weekends up, and it turns out Felice, who was my best friend, when I moved to Ottawa, when I moved to Ottawa from Muskoka, because I grew up in Ottawa, then moved with my ex-husband to cottage country north of Toronto, and then moved back when I was single, and then met my girlfriend Felice at the Royal LePage real estate agency where I moved my business to when I moved back home. And then we became friends, and only to find out that they had this family cottage. So their cabin was originally built in the 1800s. I will take pictures for y'all. I know you are gonna like, it's original log form 1800s built in cabin. And it's on a point of land on the most beautiful picturesque lake with like islands, and it's relatively quiet, and it's like a dirt road, and you have to go on to the hotel, and you turn off before the hotel to their cabin. So we literally spent our weekends. It was like so cool. And we knew my daughter was single, and we knew Dustin was single, and we just didn't even dawn on us to introduce them to each other. And then my girlfriend Felice has a daughter with missing a chromosome, Jillian, and she's had a lot of challenges intellectually and behaviorally. She's settled now. She's 36 now, but um, she did a lot of fundraising for an organization called Live Work Play that really taught Jillian how to cope, how to live. Like it's just an amazing and live on her own and be independent organization. So Felice started Don't Quit Your Day Job comedy, and she do comedy shows, and you would donate $5 to get in, and then donate for Live Work Play. And so we go to support Felice, and my daughter was living with me. She just finished university, and then she worked for a year at the hospital in London, and she was so lonely, she missed family. So she'd moved back home, and she was interviewing with Chio at the time, living with me, saving up to buy a house. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go see Felice in 10 minutes. You want to come? It was like a hot day like this in July. She's wearing her jean shorts, t-shirt. She's like, oh my God, it's 31 degrees. I haven't showered. I'm like, we're leaving in 10 minutes. So she comes with me, and Dustin walks in the door, and it was like instant. I'm like the third wheel at the table. I'm like, oh my God. So I get up, I go talk to Felice, and she's like, oh my God, is what I think's going on? I'm like, yeah. So now we're like family. So it's wild. So, anyways, it's great. And so Bridget and I talk all the time. His mom, like even this morning, I'm like, I talked to your mom. Plans have changed. Blah, blah, blah. It's just so, anyways, it's wild. So I'm rambling. So yeah, it's some things are destined, So it's very cool. So we have been talking about going every time we go to the college. Just gonna be transparent with you. We It's like, don't, like when you go to Vegas, don't say what happens. Like, what's that tagline? What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. We're like two teenagers again. It's pretty fun. And we relax and swim and read. And they had to bring the electricity in. Wait a second. No electricity. I'm sorry. Yes, they had to bring the electricity in, but there's no water still, and there's no toilets and outhouse. It's the best outhouse you've ever seen in your life. They were like, I don't want a sticky outhouse. It's got like a window. It's got like ventilation. It never smells. It's glorious. Anyways, so yeah, they brought water in, but there's no power. So it's like early nights. Anyways, we are like in the lake drinking, and it's just wild. So in the last several years, we keep saying we're going to go to KMA, 10 minutes down the road, the dirt road, to see if the hotel is still standing, because my grandparents sold it to my godmother, who I haven't talked to because, in years, my godmother. And I don't know if it's still in the family, like if it's still there standing. So, anyways, hopefully this weekend we make it 10 minutes down the road. Well, it's a good thing you like my stories. So, anyway, so if I don't come back Monday, that's where I'm at. But the day I come back, hopefully Monday, there'll be a members live, and I want to do location on Jack and Lily. But between now and then, let's just keep going with this. This is very interesting. I'm not going to talk too much for a little bit. I want you guys to listen in on this.
I said your daughter's lying. You must know what happens. Only 3 people in the thing.
Exactly.
We had to do.
Thank you, Ren. Thank you.
Yeah, because we used to drop the kids off.
Okay.
Over there.
So you and Cindy and
her mother, because her mother was in the house before, and some of her cousins, they had to do polygraph.
Is the mother living here right now or not?
No, she was. And she lives in. We took the mother because we found out that he's on drugs.
He's on meth.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And beat her, so we took her over there.
Honestly, it's exactly, especially after like the last few years of not having any contact with my mom's family, right? So my mom's family, there were used to be 26 of us that traveled together, like a big family, 4 kids on my mom's side. Well, not one of my aunt passed away, but yeah, big family used to do a lot. So yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool for sure. And yeah, and I live 10 minutes away from Bridget now and 20 minutes away from my daughter. Now I just got to get my other daughter over here, but I don't think she's got a stepdaughter who lives like way in the west end of Ottawa, so I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm looking forward to it. It's on a point of land. It's the cleanest water you've ever seen. There's a rock you can jump off. There's like Oh, it's quiet, and they literally own. You could fit 3 cottages. It's a massive piece of land in the bay. I'll take pictures in the bay, and I like my parents had a cottage, and they had to mow the lawn and pull weeds. I mean, like I no, 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 no. It's like enough rocks that there's moss and enough like there's no real grass to mow. So it's like thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we always have fun. It's fun.
He was here, and then the CPS. The CPS went to their house in December,
Yeah.
and they should have took the kids out of there.
Yes.
Like, look at the look of the house.
Yeah.
We get the locks on the
know, the
door,
house is
and the boy beat.
I said I was gonna not stop it, but man, so you heard that. CPS was there. He validates and confirms. I know we might have heard that from It's a Crime Shame, but CPS was there already at Christmas time.
On drugs.
Is unmasked, yeah.
And meth, and they beat her, so we took her over there. He was here, and then the CPS. The CPS went to their house in December, and they should have took the kids out of there. Like, look at the look of the house.
Yeah.
We get the locks on the door,
the house is
and the boy beat her.
Thank you.
But why'd she stay there? That's what I told her.
I saw the house of Daniel Martel, and
Absolutely, honey. And there's loons on that lake. That's why, it's clean, right? They
Went to her
don't.
grandmother's in Bob Hill. You know,
I know, me too. I love loons.
She was at the grandmother's before they went there. Dan and her.
I'll take a video for you, ladies.
From a previous marriage.
And Blaine.
Those two that are missing are hers. Then they got the little girl together. And he didn't like her kids at all. But she said
he didn't like the kids at all, and he beat them.
But she got a psychic. They got the little girl together. Like, look at the look of the house. On drugs.
Is unmasked, yeah.
And meth, and they beat her, so we took her over there. He was here, and then the CPS. The CPS went to their house in December, and they should have took the kids out of there.
Yeah, so the CPS took went to the house in December. Where else did we hear that situation? We heard that very situation with Sebastian. It's scary. It's scary.
Like, look at the look of the house.
Yeah.
We get the locks on the door,
the house
and the boy beat her. But why'd she stay there? That's what I told her.
I saw the house of Daniel Martel, and I saw this house, and I understand why she come here. She move out the next day. No, she could have went to her grandmother's in Bob Hill. You know how many times we tried to. She was at the grandmother's before they went there. Dan and her. He got 2 from a previous marriage. And those 2 that are missing are hers. Then they got the little girl together. And he didn't like her kids at all.
He didn't like her kids at all. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And didn't like the kids. And Leia doesn't exactly prove to be very mother of the year either by the end of this video. But he didn't like the kids. He was on meth, made it, sold it, sounds like. I think, is that what he said? Did it, made it, and sell it? Did he say that? I don't want to make that up. Sorry. Anyways, it sounds like, and CPS, I don't know how, it's sad. Oh no, I bet. I bet.
She said they beat them.
You just tried it, man.
But she got a psychic that says they're still alive.
You got a psychic that says they're still alive.
You know, it's so funny. I heard something.
They are in the woods, but they're probably buried, like way over towards, like, say, Muscadal, but they're probably way the fuck over that.
The thing is by Daniel Martel or his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust him, man.
No, they all look fucking crazy.
He lies all the time. Change his story all the time.
They all look effing crazy.
Know what they're wearing, you didn't see it.
Huh?
How would you know what they had on?
Exactly.
And you never saw them.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I don't know.
They even say that.
So he's talking about Malaya now, and she's lying. Yeah, he also highlights that she went to her grandma's house before she came to her mom. Keep listening because it gets clear why that is. Well, I was gonna say, because apparently she's looking to get Meadow back. Meadow back. I know. Well, the thing is, they're also really busy, but it's sad because we hear this. It's not the first time we hear this. This is not the first time we hear this.
You guys
So
did
now,
it. You know what they're saying right now online? They say you guys did it.
no, I wouldn't.
They say the mothers and the grandmothers hide those kids, for those kids in the world somewhere like a reserve.
If I had to, no.
Yep.
Yeah, she's getting the baby back. She went to the reserve.
She's
right?
getting the baby back.
Because her grandmother lives over there.
Oh.
They had the baby there. Then the police came, took the baby.
Oh.
Because she took the baby to Philly. She wasn't supposed to.
So she's living in the reserve right now.
She's living in the reserve with the chief. That's her cousin.
Oh, the one in the.
I'm related to the chief too.
Suvanati.
Okay, so Malaya is at the reservation now, living with the chief, her cousin.
Say it again. Yep, Suvanati. Yep.
Oh, that's where she's living right now.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. It is these negative energy.
It is, man.
I never did like being around. I know them. But why would you stay there? This guy's beating your kid.
I know.
You get what I'm saying? Look at the
Why would you stay there if this guy's beating your kids? I think I agree with him to a certain extent, but if he's also doing drugs, or, you know, regrettably in Canada, literally yesterday was on the news. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before in Canada. You know, 1 in 8 deaths in Canada is a spousal situation. Okay. So 1 in 8. Yes. 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 So we have to, I want to decide. I mean, I'd like to come to a determination, because at this point right now, I don't know if Malaya is afraid to leave him, because I think that family is scary. I think that family is behind the disappearance of Jack and Lily. So that's my interpretation of this. Right now, it doesn't mean I'm right, but many people were aware of those babies being hated and abused. I know. Well, wait till you hear the rest, Chris. If you haven't heard this yet, wait till you hear the end of this interview to the end, because it's I gotta stop talking. It's another 30 minutes, and then we want to get into Sebastian. It's sad.
Yeah.
I may stay one night and I say,
I know, brother.
we can't live here.
Yeah, absolutely, he did.
3 months ago, we told her.
And what it came out last night, y'all, what came out in the reading last night, that they both were hitting the freaking kids. Last night's live. Ugh. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but for anybody that's skeptical of what I do, I think I'm going to give myself about, so far on this case, I'm missing something. I absolutely got location wrong. Although, like I said earlier, everybody getting sick, there's something that went down at that garage. I can hear the thunder now, so if we lose me, I'm sorry. But I have been, I'd say 75%. You guys tell me honestly in the chat. I want honest feedback. 60%, 50%, 75%. Give me what you think I've been with this case. Sebastian, I'm going back because I don't know. But I think this one, I just keep getting validation when we hear interviews like this. Like, this guy didn't know he was being recorded. Anyways, I 75, 80. Yeah, thank you, Donna. And you're never going to get it all right. That's about as high as you can expect. So, and the reason I'm asking for feedback is also because, yeah, pretty accurate, at least 75. Yeah, Chris is just superheroing me, but because it's important, because for Sebastian, I've said it so many times, I'm still, not sure of what I was getting because of the stress. And so I want to gauge it, I want to gauge it. And it's important to gauge it. Yeah. 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 Well, I'm getting to the point where it's like I don't care if they gaslight me. I'm getting to that point almost.
We had the U-Haul truck to move her back to her grandmother's house. She had a big house in, like Red Cliff and Bible Hill. Next the day before. No, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Why you want to stay here? There's rats in the walls.
Exactly.
Rats in the walls at the trailer.
I know that place is not suitable for humans.
No.
I don't understand. Maybe he was
Now
just
she's trying to sue the CPS. The CPS should have took the kids out. This was in December. And plus, why would she stay there? If someone's beating my kids, I'm breaking their fucking arms.
Exactly. I was just saying that.
She should have told us anyway. She had told us he's on drugs or he's beating the kids. They would have been here. You get what I'm saying? We would have took the kids ourselves.
Yeah.
And the last time we seen them, they're over here Easter Monday.
Easter Monday.
That's the last time we saw them.
Daniel Martel.
Even then, yes, once. You better not come here now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're in the woods looking for stuff. Me, him, Jack, and his other stuff. Then he stayed in the woods for a whole hour by himself. So what the fuck are you guys doing? You crazy? He's probably doing drugs in the woods. Yeah, but sometimes he used to come to our house and Bible hell.
Yeah, it's
His or Darren's wife is related to Darren, not Darren, or what's his name? Daniel. He's related to Daniel's house. Same as the CPS. He knew that we were open reserve. See, how do you know? So he's probably related to somebody in the CPS. And a friend that works for like another children. No foul that he was there in December. We're suing him. And we're suing the people.